Hello everybody, it's Rob back again with another vid. How are ya? And you join me after purchasing a tap set for this very old camper van and this very old sink. I took this one out. If you've been following me, you will know that I've been trying to sort out the leaks in this camper van, and I've put in new waste pipes in the sink. The sink's got two drains. I've replaced all the waste pipes. Now this may be what the original fault was, and I only discovered it when I took this out just to rule it out, and I put this joined up to the main water pipes coming into the van, and then I put this in a bowl, and it turns out that there was a crack. Where is it? A crack in the plastic bit. Don't know if you'll be able to pick it up, but there's a join here and there's a crack there. It's only a small crack, but when I put it in the bowl I could see that there was just dripping. Now I'm hoping that is going to be the whole cause of the leak. I've looked at other stuff. That was dripping over there. I've sorted that and I've routed the problem back to this. Now, this is a very old set of taps. I put a new one of these on because this is cracked. So this is new, but this whole assembly is probably original. And so where I went and bought the connectors from last time, we discovered a little place just down the road from here that does up motorhomes and campers. So I managed to get some connectors, but they were the wrong size, so they would fit onto the 12mm pipe this side, but this end ended up being 10mm, which I couldn't get the feed in. So I managed to get another one, so I'm gonna put that onto the pipes. I'm gonna see if the taps actually fit. So wish me luck. Now, first of all, the guy in the shop thought this was the wrong one. Now, for what it is, it's really expensive. This, £76.63 for this old mixer tap. It's got the hot and cold feed coming in, and then it's just got one small little mixer on the top. And it is handed, so this is a left-hand one, and he thought I needed a right-hand one. But looking at it again, he said it should be the one. So once I open it, I've basically bought it. So I ain't going to be able to tell it until I open it anyway. So I'm just going to open it and be done with it. Right, I bought it. So let me show you what I've got. Right, now, the first thing I noticed was that this has got wires coming out of this. And this is because you can use this with a micro switch. Now, I don't need the micro switch, but apparently I can still use this just as is. And on the original one, I can see that the wires have been snipped. So this had the micro switch as well, but basically it works just on the pressure from the pump. So once you open the valve, the water pump kicks in and yeah, pushes the water around. So yeah, so let's try it. So as you can see, it looks like it's going to fit fine, but I can't push it right in because of these wires. So I'm just going to snip the wires like it was on the last tap, and then hopefully jobs are good, and then I can connect up the pipes and see if everything's looking like it will fit. So that's what the tap looks like. It's loosely in. I just wanted to get it to a point where I know it's going to fit. So it looks like it's exactly the same as the other one. That's lucky, because apparently these are really hard to get hold of. And when I replaced my last tap here, this basically just pushes on. And this was about 15-20 quid just on its own. And so I know these taps are quite expensive. But looks like we've got a new one now. So it looks a lot shinier than the sink anyway. So that looks like it'll be fine. I now need to sort out these pipes. So these then just connect to the hot and cold coming in via the connectors. I have a brand new one here, and there's one already on the pipe. Last time I went to this shop, I bought these connectors. I bought two connectors, but one side was only 10mm, and that wouldn't fit onto the feed in. So if you do buy these connectors, make sure they're the same or they're the correct ones at both ends, because we've all looked at this one and said, yeah, that looks like a 12mm. We didn't even check the other end, and I bought two brand new ones and they were useless to me. So lesson learned again. Right, I'll try and show you what I've done, but it's really, really dark, so you might struggle to see. So you see that red and blue pipe is the feed coming in. The one of them is a new connector. I can't even remember which one I put it on now. And then that blue and red pipe are the new pipes coming from the new tap. So I'm not gonna connect the water or turn it all on now. I just want them pipes to sort of bed in, because they've been wrapped up probably for years and years in that shop. So that goes around that bit. Obviously it's all a mess, but this will all be put back. This will all be routed and made to look nice after, and then obviously the drawers and everything go in. But before I put all the drawers and everything back in, obviously I need to check the water. So I'm going to leave the sink out like this, and so I can see for any leaks. Now hopefully that will be it. Now there's not much else I can do regarding the water leaks, especially like tonight, because I'm not going to fill up the water tank. I'm going to let them pipes bed in, because they've been wrapped up in that packaging for probably years and years. As a guy said, you're lucky to get hold of that tap. So let me just turn this heater off so you can hear me. So after that, it is a case of I might have to pull out the water heater actual element thing. I don't know what it's called, but I done a little video on it. I got it working, but when I tried to fire it up the other day, it wouldn't work. And so it was lighting, but the igniter kept firing. So I might just have to take that out, give it a good clean again. I don't know, I might have to get a new one of them as well. You can get reconditioned ones, and I can send that off and get it reconditioned. It's just all about money and time. It's like, how much money do you want to spend on this old camper? But there's not much else that we can do. I know I keep saying that, but there isn't. It's pretty solid. For an old camper. And if you haven't seen the video, we went to Scotland in it, and we just had the most epic time away. And so for what it is, for what we paid and everything, it is a pretty good little camper van. So it's done us all right so far. As I said, I don't have to do any of this, not really. I just want it to have it so that everything's working. And so we've never used the water tank. We've never used the water system as it's supposed to be used while we was away. We always brought our own water, and that is the kind of safe way to make sure that you're not causing any leaks anywhere, and you're not having any surprises coming up. So the only reason this was ever brought up was because when we used the van that one time, and we had water in the sink, we saw some water just below the fridge, and we thought it was just because of whatever. And so all this stems back from there, and it points to why this van may have been sold in the first place. But anyway, that is it for this video. I'm going to let that be what it is. Let that overnight stay like that, and bed in a little bit, if that's even a thing. And then I'll fill up the water tank and see where the pressure comes out, if anywhere. And if not, job's a good one.